Hi, I'm Kat and welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to make a top at top speed. Okay, so the reasoning behind this is threefold. Let's see how many folds I get to. One, I've only got a few hours until I have to leave to go away this weekend and I want to finish a top before then. Two, I'm always really slow at sewing, and I watch Sewing Bee a lot, and they're always like, you've got 4 hours for the pattern challenge, 5 hours for the made to measure, and I'm like, that's insane. Sometimes I feel like it takes me 4 hours just to get things lay out and cut out, you know? I'm very afraid and cautious with my cutting out, because you mess that up, you've potentially wasted a whole bunch of fabric. Yeah, and third, yeah, I've got this fabric, I've had it for ages, and the other day I was watching a YouTube video from the Closet Historian about making a peasant top, and I kind of wanted to make like a semi-floaty, summery shoulder cover-up out of this fabric. So I thought that actually I would put those two together and it would be very easy to make very quickly, because the pattern is mostly rectangles. I've put the original video from her in the description, so if you want to know how to actually make this top that I will not be explaining at all and going quite quickly to make, then that is the better resource. It's 10:05, let's crack on. Yes, despite the fact that you've decided with my premises that you're working on a clock, let's stop and open some mail and see what's going on. Jeans. Go over there. Size it. Overlocker time for speed and because I don't actually have as much space in it as I would like. I'm not doing a false seam allowance, I'm just going to overlock as little of the seam as possible, like ½ centimetre together, to lose as little of the fabric as possible into the seam. So yeah, it's going to be finished and secured and finished all in one. And this is going to be the first time that I've been using the overlocker in this fashion, because usually what I do is I use the sewing machine to make the seams, and I use the overlocker to finish the edges, and there's a very clear separation of responsibilities. But yeah, in this case it's going to be almost all overlocker with just the straight line sewing machine for hems, cuffs and neckline when we get there. Right, let's crack on. Okay, so I'm now just over 2 hours into this project. I've got the sleeves on, despite putting one right side to wrong side and having to unpick it and do it again. Neckline's massive, but it's going to be gathered, so it'll be less massive. Sleeves look a bit long, but that was kind of planned because I thought I would, I don't know, maybe muck it up a bit. Actually, there's enough in these sleeves to still make the billowy cuffs, so we'll see how I feel at the end. Right, yes, I'm going to join up the T's on the side now, and then next after that I think is the neckline. Okay, so we're now at 1 o'clock, 3 hours in, oh goodness, and that's concluded the overlocking part of the program. We've got the basic structure together. So now the next thing to do is to create bias binding, and then use that to make the gathered neckline, and possibly also gather some sleeves. Yeah, so I'm not sure actually if I'm going to manage to finish this in time. So yeah, let's say give myself another hour and see how I get with a contingency half hour on top of that. Anyway, bye bye overlocker, well done. You did your bit, it's now the sewing machine's turn. think it is safe to say that I am not going to be on the Great British Sewing Bee anytime soon. Even with the simplest pattern, with a fabric that I was happy to dash through cutting out, dash in relative for me terms, yeah, doing the fastest possible seam, sew and finish in one, and yeah, machine stitching stuff that by rights would have looked a lot better if I'd hand stitched it. I still did not get this top done in 4 hours. That was my goal. I didn't even get it done in 5, which was about the point I had to run out of the house to go away for the weekend. In fact, I was still in the car making myself sick doing some of the hand sewing finishing of bits. And then when we got to the other end, I was sat in the bar doing the last very bits of sewing and then threading through the ribbon. So yeah, I think I have proven to myself that with 0 distractions and all the favouring winds behind me, I'm still looking at full day or possibly multi-day projects for all sorts of clothes sewing, and I've just got to be happy that I am a slow sewer. That's who I am. Much like I've learned to be happy that I am a slow runner. I'm not winning any prizes, but I get the distance in the end. So there we go. So I got it to a point where I was going to call it finished, but I think I really like how floppy and long these sleeves are. Like, it's just, let me just stand up. Like, it's so nice to have sleeves that don't end like here. Because I've got stupid long arms, and I was wearing this under a coat on the way back, and like I had that much wrist coming out of this coat, so it was nice to have a little bit extra. And it's great to have the long floppy sleeve thing in concept and for the look and for flopping around. But I am no use to man nor beast with these. It's almost impossible to do anything without the sleeve getting in the way. So I had been happy to call it finished with just the squared off sleeve, but I think I am going to go ahead and put in a bias channel to add a cuff, so that I can, bring it back where the wrist is on this and lose a bit of length and add that length to a fullness of the sleeve. So yeah, even now it's not finished, but it's of course been finished enough for me to wear to breakfast and on the way home, and it is so comfy. There we go. So that's my top speed top, and yeah, top speed for me is obviously 40 miles an hour, not 70, but c'est la vie. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment, and have a smashing day.